We are back on the refill. We got Reginald Seville and Dr. DeBartry himself, the Lord of the Masons.
Don't call me that.
The Lord of the Underworld, the God of Backpage, the what else can you call it? The Bulldog Specialist.
When they shut Backpage down, Link had a stroke.
Link had a stroke. No pun intended.
I'll take some. I'll replace him.
Yeah. So we was talking
on the
Can you say
news
that?
site.
Can you say that next time?
.eu.
Can you say that next time without being so nasally?
I'll chase him, I'll replace him.
The fuck is that?
I said, I'll chase some. I'll replace him. Right on the next site. Not .com. .eu.
.eu.
So
Don't worry about it.
So
you don't speak the done language.
We was before like the interruption and shit. We was talking about the whole toxic masculinity thing, and
right.
The girl was basically saying there's been a lot of conversations around this, and just toxic masculinity. I guess the way we look at what it is to like be a man. So she was saying she doesn't mess with dudes that order dessert, and I was like, all right, we're taking it too far now. Like I can't like cheesecake, like. It doesn't.
No, it was a whole tweet that is gay for a dude to order appetizers or desserts. It was a whole Twitter thread
about
like
appetizers, man.
And the
That's
shit
crazy.
went bananas.
I gotta order like 3 entrees to be a man. Like
who was the female that stated this? Who is she? Like
no telling now. That shit
I
was
think she's
that
a
shit
random.
went viral.
What qualifies her to say this?
she just talking.
She just
talking.
tweeting, bro.
She just talking.
But it
She-
caught
and it started a
fire.
conversation.
Where's Beanie Siegel? You ain't qualified. Like I don't. So I don't get it. Like, is it the type of dessert that you order, or just ordering
just
desserts
dessert
in general?
anything that's sweet is inappropriate. You're not allowed.
This shit is funny though.
No,
It is.
The
It's
shit is
hilarious.
completely stupid, but the shit is funny though.
It make you think about it a little bit because it depends
I'm
on the
sitting
dessert.
here. I'm like, what if you order like, yeah, let me get a sorbet. Let me get a sorbet, me and my babe.
No, it's a salad called ambrosia salad too. That sounds super. Like, can I have an ambrosia salad with that, please, as well?
Why do you know that?
Because I used to work in culinary for a while.
Yeah.
Can
Does that answer your question?
Can the choir say cap? You ordered that. You ordered ambrosia.
But I mean,
Link ordered Incredible Hawks
I
for the
think
whole
we're
2000s.
getting to the point where it's like, all right, like what's masculine and what's not masculine, and where it's a weird time. You know what I mean? Because
All right, let me ask you a question, Reggie.
Yeah.
Well, this poses this question to both of y'all. Where do y'all think that statement comes from? I think that's where the conversation could
There you
start.
go. There
It's-
you go.
Where do you think that thought process comes from?
well, where do you before we get into it? Where do you think it came from?
I mean, I think it comes out of ignorance. I think it comes out of a lack of exposure, culture, a lack of culture. You know what I mean? You being a product of your environment, because I could definitely see those words coming out of like a hood nigga mouth. Like, oh, this nigga gay as hell ordering dessert at dinner.
So
No, pay for the food, and take that bitch to the telly, fuck her. I can't hear that.
I can see that. So that means
I feel like low key there was a dude that didn't have enough money for dessert, and she was like, "Oh, can we order?" Nah, he was like, "Nah, that's gay."
Yeah.
Let's get out.
I mean,
of here.
that's the only reason I would see. I can't say only, but that's one of the top reasons why I can see why no one will order desserts or appetizers, because you're cutting into the tackle time. You're cutting into tackle me time.
She said it's okay for a woman to order dessert, but if a man order dessert, then if the man initiates the order of an appetizer or dessert, then it's gay.
So he just gotta eat. He just gotta eat off her plate. It's wild.
And then they said you eat appetizers too, because they're called finger foods. Like, you have to hold your pinky in the air, eat with your index and your thumb. Like, it is almost gay to, you know what I mean, get like a nacho sampler and just be pinching nachos out, sharing nachos and shit. I see
It's
the point.
not okay. Like I put it to you like this: the whole masculine thing is like skewed because you look at, for example, one of my favorite shows, The Wire, right? Omar was masculine as like he was thorough, but he was gay.
Omar. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see how you couldn't even let the word masculine come out of your mouth. You have to switch it up for thorough
Yeah.
before you proceed with your sentence.
A little bit. Yeah. I mean, he was masculine. I guess by definition, it was just the.
Because he was kissing the shit out that little Puerto Rican boy.
Yeah,
Like when
yeah,
I saw
that
it, I
was-
couldn't believe
yeah.
I was watching that on TV.
Yeah. So
He was lip locking with that Puerto Rican boy. I didn't know how to. I felt so.
Yeah. Felt tingly, felt warm inside. It moved a little.
That sounds specific.
Yeah. But you look at for example, the dude, I don't know if you ever seen that white dude, that Christie dude. Christie Knows Best on USA. You know the show I'm talking about?
Doug Christie?
He's a white dude on USA, but like when I saw him, I was like, oh, this dude's definitely gay. Like he's super effeminate, but he's straight. He got a wife, he got kids.
Oh, what do you call that? It starts with an M. When somebody who is kind of feminine, but they're
androgynous.
No,
you said start
like
with
the Metro.
Metro, yeah.
Yeah, no, but it's a little bit beyond Metro. I think Metro is like a dude who takes really good care of himself. Where just the way he carries himself.
So we're all Metros because we wash our hands 8 times a day now. So
I guess.
So we're all metrosexual right now.
I guess like if a dude doesn't consider himself like manly unless like his balls stink or some shit.
Because I'm sitting here thinking about it, I'm like, I don't want to make myself like, oh, I'm macho, but I'm like, damn, if it's a situation where I'm trying to get in, get out, I'm not even thinking about dessert. She's dessert. So I guess it's kind of like.
Bro, that sounded so creepy, bro.
It sounded so creepy?
A little bit.
Oh, my God. That was creepy.
And you put, like, the connotation you put into it. It was a little wild.
You know what I think?
Yeah.
You guys thought it was sexy, and you're going to steal it from me. Keep it. You can have that. I just gave it to you. I just gifted it to you, right?
And it's funny because I'm not, like, a big dessert person. I actually prefer, like, salty desserts, if that makes sense.
You know what people? I hate hearing that people say I'm not into desserts. Then why are we all so fat?
No, I'm not into. For
other
like
reasons, dessert is the only thing that gets you fat, cuz.
Yeah. Like there are sugars. Like someone could be like really into. Carbs
but you notice people say that all the time. Oh, I'm not into sweets. Then who? It's $1 billion industry. Who's buying it then?
Everybody.
Yeah.
It depends, but I'm just saying like if I like cheesecakes because they're like savory sweet, if that makes sense, or burnt caramel type of shit.
Yeah.
Like I can't just eat like a straight sugary. Like I'm not just sitting around eating candy all day.
Bro, but let's talk about other reasons why women have called us gay, or other reasons why they've called other men gay. Let's go through the.
I think it's like the way they grow up because their idea of what a man is based off of who they grew up around, like their dads, their uncles, and so on.
That's what I'm getting to, Reggie. We're trying to create content here. That's why I tried to get you to take the long way and
listen,
to that point you just made.
I think women are. Let me speak on that. I think women can be spiteful, and women know exactly how to get underneath a man's skin. So, what best way? Because that whole you got a little dick, that shit getting like played. Like that shit nobody even listens no more. Like you and your little dick, because that's like the go-to line to emasculate.
Fuck you up.
Yeah, that's like they on Twitter. Yeah, your little dick. Niggas like, oh my God. But I feel like they can't go to that to emasculate you as much anymore. Which you know what? You can always pull out the utility belt. They're always gonna pull that one out. Yeah. But it's also little things like yeah, you a hoe ass nigga. Girls know what to say, especially hood bitches, like hoe ass nigga, like, and you let that nigga fuck you up, like, yeah, you let that nigga rob you, you ain't do shit.
That's cut deep.
That nigga took your work, you couldn't even re-up, you bum ass. Yo, that will emasculate the fuck. That's how these bitches get choked. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like. You see how you said that?
I mean, you can't get beat up. Right? Yeah, you can't get beat up in front of your girl. Your relationship's over.
So I said it to say chicks, especially like hood chicks, they know exactly, like, they know what to say. They know what to say. They probably watched. They know what to say, bro. So I think that's what I kind of.
That aside, you can't think of no other way a girl would have called you soft or something. I remember I used to wear. Now it's a thing, but I used to wear colored dress socks or colored socks, little funky ass socks. Mm-hmm. Like before it became like a thing or Rob Kardashian had a business, I just like funky socks, right? Mm-hmm. There's one chick, I take my shoes off in the crib, my socks got like polka dots on them, and she like, your socks got polka dots on them? That's kind of, you don't think that's kind of, I remember a girl said holes in a dude's jeans was gay. You know what I mean? Holes in denim was gay. You know what I mean?
I think, like I said, if she feels like you putting a little bit more effort than her, I think it kind of raises.
That's actually a good point, bro.
It raises her insecurity. So she like, you know what? He making me feel away because I didn't wash my pussy that good. I didn't put that much effort into this outfit, but this dude I'm about to fuck with he's making me feel less. So how can I fucking pull?
Yeah,
the
she
fucking,
was a wreck.
How can I pull a
Rat,
tablecloth
bitch.
from underneath him? It's like, yeah,
It's like she about to go like wash up in the sink.
yeah, like me. I'm see, like me. I'm,
That's a good point though, Ralph.
yeah, no. So me, I'm light skinned. Girls will always go to that. I like skin. You light skin. Oh, you got light skin issues. It's like what?
I think it's
Bitch, I'm the
it's
darkest
ignorance.
light-skinned nigga you
There's
know.
certain people that weren't exposed to nice shit also. So it's like when you like
That's a fact.
certain luxuries, they're like, that's like
Because it raises insecurity.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, I wasn't even cultured enough to even know about this, but this guy does.
Yeah, but what
feel
about
me?
the ones that men and women agree upon? Because some men, like, say for instance, you got your nails painted with a clear coat. Certain parts of the country, that's trill, that's player shit. Other parts of the country, men and women agree that the shit kind of like saucy. Because when I first moved to New York and I started seeing the Puerto Ricans with the eyebrows arched, I'm like, yo, they wildin'. Then after about 3-4 months, I'm like, oh, it wasn't even a thing. You know what I mean? I'll try to make a jab here and there, but it wasn't a thing.
You know what that reminds me of? Y'all see that
What's
Lil
that?
Dicky show?
Nah, I ain't seen
Episode one.
that. Nah, I ain't-
So
Which
episode
one?
one of that Lil Dicky show, dude walked up and dude was like, "Yo, what's good, Poppy?" And he was, they was in Atlanta, but I guess the dude was from up north. And he was like, "Yo, what's good, Poppy?" And he was like, "Nah, we don't do that down here, man. Leave that gay shit in New York."
No, that's real shit. That's real shit. I lived in Atlanta for a little while. Like they don't. First of all, Puerto Ricans, Latins they don't run rampant in Atlanta like that. Yeah. And if they do, they stick together. Like the Mexicans, they stick together. They not messing with nobody. When I was down there, so I could see that.
Like, and at the same time too, it's like, I mean, I've been around like gay dude. Like I feel like it's almost like an insecurity in certain dudes where you feel like, oh, he gay, he gonna wanna like. Nobody's paying attention.
He
like,
gonna take me down.
Yeah.
Go ahead, take those bananas.
I agree with that argument.
Now
bro.
you're kind
I
of
don't
the
agree with that.
dudes that are OD. I feel like there's a certain level of insecurity there.
Like they kind of high.
Let me
it's-
tell you
it's
why
too
I don't
much.
agree with that, bro. I don't agree with that for the same reason why, like, a girl would tell her homegirl, "Oh, he don't want to fuck you. Oh, he cool. He don't want to fuck you." Let's say a nice, like a generally attractive. You know what I mean? Like 9 times out of 10, there's gonna be something about the chick that will make us want to fuck. Or if we had the chance, we would fuck. You know what I mean? So a dude with the same hormonal drive, I guess you would say, same appetite for sexual destruction, but liking the same sex you can't tell me that he don't be getting the urges. He ain't an animal. He just might want you. I think it's safer to assume he might want you than not. That's just my thing. I be hearing people.
I mean,
I
I get that, but I'm just saying I've been around women that I didn't want or never thought of sexually, so I'm assuming it might be the same situation. I'm not saying it's impossible for him to want you since he's attracted to dudes, but that doesn't even enter my mind. Whatever is going on in your head is your business.
You know, there's a group,
as long as it don't leak out into reality and you don't violate, like that's on you.
You know that I was.
That's a fair point.
You know, not to cut y'all out. You know, I was made privy. Like, there's a group of homosexual males that, like, their mission is to turn heterosexual males. Like, they'll hang around you and just be like, oh yeah,
that term is loose.
Their whole goal is like I'm gonna try to turn them. That's crazy.
I mean, it. Whatever you do in your privacy is none of my business, man. I don't give a fuck.
What would it take to turn you, Reggie? A guy for a guy.
I don't think it's possible to turn
Nah,
somebody
to answer the
that's
question,
straight.
Reg.
How much?
No,
Reg? How
I
much?
don't think
How
it's
much would he have
possible.
to pay you?
Whoa.
How
I don't
drunk
think
do you
it's.
have to be?
I don't think it's possible to turn somebody that's straight. Now, if you're in some type of weird situation where, okay, I'll give you an example, right? And I feel like I'm secure enough with my sexuality to like admit this. If Bill Gates rolls up with $1 billion and it's like, here's $1 billion for one night, I mean, you'd be stupid to not like. I wouldn't say no dumb fast. I'd probably say no, but I'd probably like. Nah, you know what I mean? You probably think about it for a second and be like,
Tread
nah.
lightly, my friend.
I'm just saying.
What about you, Lake?
Okay,
What about you, Lake?
so
Bro,
you're
that's the
saying
age
you're
of-
saying
bro, it's so
you're saying
funny.
Bill Gates rolls up with $1 billion.
Sixth grade.
if Bill Gates rolls up with $1 billion, it's like, yo, Ralph, give me one night. You'd be like, hell.
This thing is bigger than Nino Brown, and I got a list of proof. If I'm going down, I'm taking a whole lot of people with me.
Oh no, nigga, like nah.
No,
like,
Ralph asking who
come
doing
on.
the fucking. my man Ralph better be doing the fucking.
You wouldn't discuss it. You wouldn't discuss it with your girl, like, yo, this. No, you probably discuss it with your girl, half joking, just to see what she would say. Yo, you know what this nigga said to me today?
Yeah. I'll tell you what Link would do though. Link would.
Nah, Ralph
would
doing
definitely
the
do
fucking blow his ass out.
Link would be like, listen, I got this lick. Link would be like this. I got this lick, right? Listen, because this guy's a genius. I got this lick, but the lick is to strategically get them locked up together. Then he would set up a way that when they're in the same bunk, and then he would oblige.
Okay, Ralph,
Listen,
you wouldn't boom
that's
Bill
extra.
Gates for $1 billion,
Huh?
You wouldn't boom Bill Gates for $1 billion.
Nah, I couldn't.
I feel like most
He
niggas.
lying.
I feel like most niggas' reaction. The first question is, who gonna know? You gonna say like, who gonna know about it?
So you would, Michael?
Niggas are full of shit.
Would you?
Man.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh nah, man. I mean,
couldn't
you
live
hear
with
that, bro?
Come on, answer the
I just thought-
question.
I just thought about it.
You wouldn't think about it for a second. I'm not saying whether you would or wouldn't do it. Would you say no immediately?
Nah, because I just
Exactly.
look, no,
$1 billion.
I just imagine him pulling down his
You
pants with
have-
a white wrinkly ass, and then turning around with them glasses on. Like, get to it, buddy.
Reggie,
And
like,
I want
All right,
do it,
Ralph,
man.
Reggie,
Ralph,
like niggas get raped for less.
Get to it, buddy.
Yo, Ralph. All right, no bullshit.
This ass ain't gonna fuck itself.
Oh my god.
Yo, you got a kid. $1 billion changes your life forever.
But I couldn't enjoy the money. My daughter and my wife couldn't look at me the same. They wouldn't look at me the same.
Man, what you mean you couldn't enjoy the money?
They wouldn't look at me the same.
Bro, y'all-